Hey, good morning, Craig. You play the Pride, sorry, you play the Eagles from Wednesday. A win practically secures the overall title. In some regards, the Eagles as well are coming strong to get back in the hunt to regain the championship. It's a big clash. You know how the guys mentally tune in for playing this clash on Wednesday.
Yeah, obviously a big clash, between Barbados and Guyana, and the guys really looking forward to the challenge. Obviously, they have cricket now for the cricket field last month and a half, 2 months. So the guys were really looking forward to getting out there and doing well for the country.
You guys would have played your initial two rounds at home. The pitches were very conducive to good fast bowling. Would have looked in Trinidad, a lot of terms on offer. You know as well, the Eagles are going to come with a lot of spin. Uh, the Pride have anything to counteract that kind of attack the Eagles are going to come with?
But yeah, obviously, yeah, Ghana, have a fair bit of spin in their team, and pretty much obviously we will know that, and for me, just telling guys is just about backing your plan. I mean, sticking with it. I mean, a lot is to do. You have to trust your defense. You're playing Spain, and obviously, run scoring will come in between. But I think the main thing for us as bad as was to trust our defense. Against any bowling, any spin, I think, put us in good stead. But we know it'll be a challenge, with the spinners, obviously, dress services here in Trinidad. But, the guys really put in some hard work, doing drills and stuff, back home. So I look forward to the challenge.
Just finally for me, Craig, in terms of your West Indies Cup, three rounds, you have Bangladesh coming up from some other test matches. What are you looking forward to from the other guys out there to put up their hands with in these final three rounds to, ahead of those test series?
But yeah, I think we're live before the series is very good. That the guys were getting some cricket, before going into the test series, and you just want to see guys performing. Performance is always important, and especially in first class, which is obviously the level on the test cricket. I mean, you can't score runs all the time. You won't get wickets every game, but it's always good to get in some good performances because then it would just work into the test game. And so we look forward to guys raising the hands and getting some big scores, guys batting long. Because test cricket is 5 days, so we want to see some batsmen batting for long periods, and obviously bowlers being tight and getting wickets. It'd be great to see fast bowlers doing well here in Trinidad. I think that would be a good sign. Obviously, we don't know the pitches. Pretty much, you could get a pitch with full grass because we don't know. But it'd be good to see the fast bowlers. Like we say, outdoing the pace. The spinners here. That would be a good challenge for the fast bowlers.
All right. Thank you very much, Akeem. Galvin, you're next.
Good morning, Craig. Just a word on you personally. You've been in very good form in recent times. You've already recorded a century in this year's tournament, and then of course you follow that up with man of the series performance against England. A word on you and your form. What have you been doing differently in recent times?
Well, my routine hasn't changed, to be honest. Obviously went back home for a couple of weeks and basically just was doing the same things I've been doing, for the last, year, I would say. And it's just topping up. Obviously, it was just about 4 or 5 weeks we had. So obviously we had some training within the team, normal nets, and then, I always do my drills in between. So pretty much the same, nothing has changed. Everything is gone, everything is history. And, really looking forward to these 3 games for Barbados and then, the other test matches we have for West Indies this year.
Craig, what's the confidence level like in the camp? Undefeated so far to start off this year's tournament. And of course, you'll be boosted with the return of a number of senior players. How are you guys feeling heading into the rest of the competition?
Well, I think as a team, we're feeling good. But I mean, the main is not to underestimate. I think just because a few senior guys came in, that the team will automatically do well. I think we got to buckle down, as a unit, as bowlers, as batsmen, and come strong. The main thing is not to underestimate. And I think we got 2 wins, and we're just going to win. Obviously, Guyana's playing some good cricket. Trinidad, I mean, Windwards obviously doing well as well. So I mean, we got to come out and really buckle down and and play as your first game. For me, this is the first game of the season, and we got to come and play a strong game.
Blessed skipper.
Yeah, man.
Kevin, actually, I know you played Jamaica in this round here, and previous coach Andrew Richardson and Andre Coley used to coach the Windwards. What will the rivalry be like in this contest?
Hey, it's always a good challenge coming up against Jamaica. I think that's one team, we have a good rapport with. Like you said, two of our previous coaches came from Jamaica. So, I mean, we share a lot of history. So we always expect, a strong battle coming from Jamaica. Is a very proud country. They have a lot of cricketing history. So we expect a good fight. So it's just a matter of us, trying to hit the ground running, trying to stick to the plans, and, do the basics for longer and, just let everything else try and fall into place.
Will there be any particular player that you guys will be targeting? I know the Jamaicans play attacking cricket.
Obviously, Jamaica has a lot of quality players, Nkrumah Bonner, John Campbell, Jermaine. I think it's just a matter, like I said, sticking to the plans that we have for them. Obviously, we don't know what to expect on the day, but just try and keep things simple as possible. But I think that, once we can, contain these guys, then, we'll try and make the work a bit easier for us coming in the back end. But like I said, it's played on the day, so we just try and control what we can and, and see where it goes from there.
All right, Skip, all the best.
Thank you very much.
Gavin, go ahead.
Morning, Kavem. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good, thank you.
All right. Okay. So, Kavem, the Windwards are still in search of their first win in this tournament, coming up against Jamaica. Obviously, a winless start doesn't reflect the cricket that the Windward Islands are capable of. So, just a word on that as to how confident are you guys headed into this game against Jamaica?
Oh no, we're very confident. We've been fortunate to have some good preparations during the break. Like you stated previously, the stats, really don't reflect the kind of cricket that we've been playing. We've come really close to winning a couple of games. Unfortunately, we were not able to get over the line. But with that being said, I think we were just trying to, get the positives out of that and look to finish off games. Doing the positives for much longer, doing the boring stuff for much longer. So I think if we can, move forward in that direction, then we should come out pretty good in the end and try and get high up the rankings.
The batting, has been a concern in recent times. What are some of the things that you've been doing to address that?
I think it's just trying to understand the mindset of the batsman moving forward. I mean, we know we do a lot of work in nets, physically. But obviously, we know cricket, a lot of it is played above the shoulders. So, we're just trying to be, clinical and efficient in how we approach what goes on upstairs. And that's one of the directions that we've been moving, and just understanding, what the batsman mindset is like, going into the crease and, ways that we could help them out. And just understanding what works for them and when they play well, how they approach things and trying to replicate that in practice, So at the end of the day, we've tried all that we could, and just a matter of now for the guys to, execute as well as they can.
Mm-hmm. A word on Kenneth Demba Kavem. Of course, he's been in the squad for a few years, but he's really standing out this season. How important will it be? How crucial will it be for the success of this team?
No, it's very important. I mean, in any red ball side, having a crucial off spinner is very important. Like you said, he's been in the side for a while now, but he's now coming into his own, and I think that's one of the things that we have to understand. The more you play, the more you understand yourself. You mature, and it's just a matter of learning about yourself. And I think he's in a good space right now. So. And he has the backing of all the players. And I think, the fight that he took against Guyana was a really, boosting morale and confidence for him. So it's just a matter of him to understand what he did well and trying to replicate that in the rest games.
Okay, thank you, Kavem. Cheers.
No problem.
Okay, the floor is now open for anybody else who has questions. please raise your hands and we shall call upon you to ask the captains. Go ahead, Terry.
Good morning, all. Kavim, the return of Kimani Melius from concussion protocols earlier this season, and of course, Maloney having suffered a concussion earlier in his career. Those two coming into the reckoning for the opening spot, how important will they be for the remainder of this competition for the Windwards?
Yeah, it's very important. I mean, you know, the role that these guys play, obviously, you know, it set the tone for the day, you know, when we're batting. So I think it's just a matter of them, you know, overcoming whatever they've been through in the past. And I think that they're really, really good space right now. They've worked hard to get back in, and Maloney, like I said, he's been out for a while. So, you know, he really put in the work, you know, both physically and mentally, and, you know, getting over that hurdle. So I think it's just a matter of them understanding, you know, what they need to do and, you know, just try and execute on the day. But, you know, I'm really looking forward to see, you know, what they're bringing to the table.
A quick follow-up, Akeem Auguste has been working really hard over in England. What's his status in terms of participation in the squad? Is he a full member of the squad going forward, or does he remain in the reserves? Because I saw in the traveling party, they just had him listed in the squad overall.
Yeah, I think he will be in the reserves moving forward. But he's a really exciting player. Obviously, you know, we're only allowed to have the 13 and then the 2 reserves. But like I said, he's an exciting player, and I'm really looking forward to see him, you know, play. So, you know, whatever it entails, you know, in the future, you know, once he gets the opportunity, I have no doubt that, you know, he will make an impact. But he's a really hard worker. You know, it's really exciting to have him on board. So just looking forward to see, you know, how things unfold.
Thank you.
Thanks, Terry. Craig, I have a question for you. We spoke to Coach Drakes on Friday, and one of the questions posed to Coach Drakes was the fact that we have a lot of players returning, West Indies players, to the Barbados team. Like you have these, you know, have the services of Roston and Shea, etc. He said that, you know, the team does not play as individuals, but they play as a collective. As captain, how pleasing is it for you to now have these, you know, experienced guys back in your fold, and what have you been telling them, you know, in terms of getting the team to click as you always do and continue your winning performances?
Well, it's always pleasing, you know, to have, you know, international players back into the team. But the main thing for me, you know, is just to lead from example, you know, to let these guys, you know, our senior guys lead from the front, you know, and that's off the field and on the field also with performance and attitude. And I think once we do that, you know, obviously the younger guys will follow, and that makes it easier for the team, because at the end of the day, it's 11 guys, and all 11 are important, you know, from the keeper to the fast bowler to the spinner, you know, to the opening batsman. It's very important. So I think once senior guys come in and they're setting the example and leading from the front, you know, that always makes it, you know, makes it easier, you know, for the team to obviously progress and do well.
Thanks. Anybody else have any questions for the captains? Brandon, go ahead.
Hi, Nas. I joined late. I don't know if the question was asked before, but to Craig, how important is it, you know, to restart the tournament well? And of recent, the Barbados Pride would have had it better against Guyana, Harpy Eagles, and Jaguars. How important is it to start the tournament on a high?
It's very important. You know, I'm really seeing this game as the beginning of the season once again. So it's important that we start strong. Obviously, it's always a good rivalry, you know, against Ghana. But, you know, it's very crucial. I think these 3 games are very important, and we got to take it game by game, you know, day by day, hour by hour. And, you know, don't underestimate. You know, I think that's one of the main things. Just because we have senior guys back, you know, it doesn't mean anything is put down. You know, we got to go and work hard and enjoy it as a team. But it's very, very important, this first game back home.
Brandon, you're still muted.
Sorry there. I mean, Kemar Roach is injured. How much of a miss would that be for the Pride?
But also Kimar is a key man, you know, in any team he's in. But you know, we have capable guys, to take up the mantle. Really looking forward to, some of the younger guys, leading the attack, because Kimar isn't here. So, we have guys that are capable, and the guys really looking forward to the challenge. But yeah, we more than capable guys in the squad.